Developed, created, and owned by J PoeArtistry Productions.
The Sage Relaxing Sips, number 8. And so I said, oh, they just don't listen. And the sage said, will you still speak what you know? Why? As I asked him over this cup of coffee. He said, let me tell you something. There's a word called black sheep. Have you ever heard of that? And of course, I've heard of it. And he said, now let me tell you why I encourage black sheeps to speak up and for black sheeps and scapegoats to always feel, you see, they should be patient at times what a person can give or what a person can support them in this area or that area. Let me go on further to show you what I mean on why, even though the support may not be as much as you want, it is still enough to help you to get your point across at times and why you need that support. And so I told him, okay, I'm listening. He said, you can have two people who are having a disagreement. And you probably have already heard or seen for yourself that each one of them may feel that they're in the right in this disagreement. And so what normally happens then, and I said, well, what happens then is since they say, hey, both of you are at fault here, then, both of us are just at fault, is what they would say. And so the sage went on to relate, though, what I have noticed is this. Yes, and this only applies really in adulthood because this certainly shouldn't be applied to when there's a little child and an adult. No, we're talking about two adults here, and you're going to see what I mean by that. You see, it may be the case that it takes two to tango, as they say. But even in dancing, you can have one partner that is handling more of the strength moves, or the one of the partners that have more of a responsibility. And if that partner does not uphold his support or strength or her support or strength, you see, during that dance, what happens? Well, it will affect the weaker partner, you see. And so there are some cases, and this happens every day all throughout the world, where, yes, you may see two people, one being the black sheep and the other one being the popular kid, who actually have a disagreement with one another. And then you can have some persons who's not going to go below the surface to find out exactly what the disagreement is about. They'll make it seem like they're both at fault and equally wrong. And in my experience, I tell you today, okay, I'll give it to them that it takes two to tango. But you know what I found in my experience? You may find 90% was the one causing the tangling. And then the other 10% was just reacting because they just got tired of it. Do you get the sense of it? And I said, yeah, I get the sense of it. He said, I'm going to go a step further. There are situations, and this happens every day throughout the world too, where 99% was purposely caused by somebody, and the 1% just because they finally told that 99% of the problem where they could go. The sage.